think that in some quarters there's an assumption that those people who believe that government can be more efficient and government should spend less and we should get more, those of us who are taxpayers should get more, that we're not compassionate, that we don't care about people who need social services, that we don't care about educating our children. And I would suggest to you that it's completely false. We all have children. Many of us have small businesses, and many of us, like the state of New Mexico, have suffered deeply in these times of recessions. I have had to lay off people from my company, but I've had to do more with less. And the general philosophy I think that we try and convey is that government, too, should be able to do the same. Carter mentioned that Gary Johnson had some criticism of Gary Johnson, but one thing that I would say is when he left office, we were one of 2 states in the United States in the black. 2 states. This is a time, 8 years ago, when the economy was also taking a digger, much like it has taken a digger in the last couple of years, and yet we had a governor who balanced budgets. Not because he was trying to screw people, not because he was trying to cut essential services, but because he felt that there was a certain role for government and there were certain efficiencies that ought to exist in our state. And that's what he succeeded in doing, which is why when Bill Richardson took office, we were sitting on a ton of cash, and rather than saving it, much like my colleagues suggest we do, like all of us try and do in our own budgets, we went on a spending spree. And we got a new train, and we got a spaceport, and we got a whole ton of stuff that perhaps we didn't need. You know, the question that we have to answer right now is, are these things that we want, or are these things that we need? You know, I like to talk about the fact that I drive a car that has 275,000 miles on it, and it works great. Do I need a new car? No. Would I like a new car? Sure. Can I afford it right now? No. These are the same kinds of questions that we in state government, and I'm not in state government, but my colleagues who are in state government, need to be asking ourselves. How can we provide a better service without increasing the cost of those services to everyone who lives in the state and those of us who pay taxes? I firmly believe we can. We've seen corporate America, whether you love it or hate it, come up with ways to be more efficient and do more with less, and I deeply believe that our state can do the same. We had a commission under Bill Richardson which looked at how we can merge departments, and there is cost savings to be had there. Whether we do it or not is an issue for this current governor and this legislature. But I would argue, much like Paul has argued, that we have many, many places where we can save money, and if we need to redirect it towards people who need essential services, we ought to be able to do that. But we can do it without raising taxes. We've seen on issues like tobacco, which are very easy to raise, when we raise taxes, we don't actually get increased revenue, even though we think we're going to do it. So I think we can continue to be more efficient. We need to work hard, roll up our sleeves, and suck it up. These are tough times not only for me and for you, but for everyone in this country. And if we're going to weather the storm, we're going to have to tighten our belts and figure out how to do more with less. Thank you.